Rob and Slim Show. We're back with comedian Ryan Bourassa.
Oh my goodness.
What's up, dude?
Hey guys, long time no speaky.
I know. How you been, dude?
I'm good. I realize that now I can look at your fucking faces and everything.
Is that better or worse?
It's a little better.
All right.
Our intern.
I can know if you're like nudging each other and being like, "This fucking idiot."
No, we never did. Our intern just got back with McDonald's.
Yeah, we're just gonna eat food while we talk to
Nice.
We called there, and I think he thought we were going there, so he went and got us some McDonald's, some murder burgers.
you. Did they have the order ready, or were you like, I called here earlier?
I'm jealous. Here we go. I'm seeing it come out of the bag. Oh, all right. We got a small fry.
Thank you, dude.
That could have been a medium. Could have been a medium fry.
It could have been, but it's
maybe even a large. I don't see any marijuana on that table. That's the problem.
Oh man, what have you been up to, Ryan?
Oh, not much. Just going crazy every day of my life, and trying to make it funny.
What helps? Does marijuana help?
Oh yeah, it super helps. I kind of took like a 2-month period off just to kind of be a little introspective and started thinking about my place in this world and the business, and also go a little crazy and ball up in bed and cry like a little baby. And so I did that for a while, but I also was writing during that time.
I was going to ask, yeah.
So now that I'm back on the scene, I'm hitting as many open mics as I can. I got a few showcase shows just under my belt. I won 2 comedy competitions just recently.
I saw that, dude. What was that like going into?
It's been pretty awesome. The Vegas community has welcomed me into their arms, I believe, and it's been really nice.
Cool, dude.
And a couple other things that I'm not even allowed to speak about, which is nice to be able to say.
Yeah, right?
So yeah, a lot of improvements since the last time I think we spoke. Last time I was just telling you about Walmart. But yeah, where are you guys at? What state are you guys in?
We're in New
Jersey.
Jersey.
Talked about that, or is that you're in where?
Jersey.
Jersey.
Jersey. That's right.
The
what is
armpits.
your marijuana situation? You guys don't have it legal, do you?
I was asking that on our last interview. I think it's medicinally legal, but not recreationally.
And there's talk that they're going to make it completely legal in the city limits of AC.
Ooh.
But that's just...
You don't want to go there, though.
Yeah. That's just talk.
I think I've only been to Jersey twice in my life, and I was just passing through, and all I remember was a lot of slush.
A lot of slush, a lot of smokestacks on the turnpike.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember the old joke that the moon had more trees than New Jersey.
How are we the Garden State? I want to know, how are we the Garden State?
Well, if you go out to Burlington.
Ron Burlington area?
Yep.
I just know that Zach Braff is your guys' mayor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Took over. I had the wonderful pleasure of actually being able to take part in the in what we call democracy, and I got to vote my yes on 2 here in the state of Nevada. Now we have it recreational here.
You do.
Soon will.
Nice. I saw a couple states. A couple states got that. I think.
Yeah. Very exciting to have that soon taken away from us.
Is it going to be more expensive? Like, or you're just allowed to get it anywhere?
Well, it's the thing with at least Nevada is if you go through the route that I'll be going, because I do take it as a medicine. I know that a guy that looks like me, looks like some extra and dude where's my car or something like that, but I do take it medicinally because I am a crazy person. It slows my thoughts down to a manageable pace, and so if you take it medicinally, you actually get a discount as compared to if you were to just show up with your ID and a credit card.
So do you have to see a doctor first, or do they're like, you're nuts?
Yeah, you got to go through the whole kit and caboodle. It's like on average like no more than $200, but in Vegas at least it takes like a day if you see the right person to get your card like the next day or something like that, or a week or something like that. It's really, really easy.
What is your
Especially if you're.
What are the
if you're
allowable like craziness that gets you that? Like, what are you allowed to get it? Like, if I just like I got a headache or my ass cheek hurts, are they gonna be like, nah, you don't need it?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I want to say that I encourage it, but I don't want to also say, lie. But at the same time, like, it's not that difficult. If you really want to get medicinal prices, and that's the thing that's preventing you from telling your doctor that you have anxiety when you don't have anxiety, just tell them that you have anxiety, because everyone has anxiety.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to me, I'm trying to become a bit more active in the mental health community, and I've always been kind of a marijuana advocate, so I'm trying to combine all three of those with comedy lately. I'm trying to get the word out on this whole borderline personality disorder epidemic that nobody's talking about, that's trapped within the brains of our Americans, all people, really. There's like 6% of the global population has this horrible affliction that not many people even know what it is. Did any of you know anyone with borderline personality disorder?
Well, I've studied it because I thought that I had it for a while.
What's that?
I guess the premise of it, well, from what I've had read, was you deal with overwhelming emotions, like emotions that just are, and I deal with that. Like I deal with like I was depressed recently, and it lasted for like 8 days, where I stopped eating, just sit in a chair. So, like, I studied kind of like I think DBT is what it was called.
Death blow TV.
Yeah.
So stuff like
exactly.
that.
Yeah, you're nailing it. It's kind of like the cousin of bipolar disorder. It's all the downs, but none of that mania, basically. And on top of that, I have major depressive disorder, so I'm basically designed to be alone and sad forever.
Wow. See.
But I started up a podcast. It's called Who Gives a Shit with Ryan, and starting to talk about it. And I've been getting a pretty positive response lately, and it's been nice. And what with how horrible things are lately, I've been getting a lot more people seeking advice and things like that. So I've been trying to speak out a bit more about these things, because fucking people are killing themselves, and it's like really depressing.
So now I got to ask you for advice, because this is something I just dealt with literally for a week, for like 8 days. I went and I saw counselors, and honestly, like, the counseling was just a joke. It didn't do anything for me. It didn't make me feel better. One of the counselors told me to take antidepressants, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, do you think medication like antidepressants are the way to go?
Didn't you say one of them was basically just angry at you for being
was just
a dude?
calling me an asshole pretty much.
Just for being
I
a man.
did that.
Oh, Jesus.
How much did you spend?
Yeah.
Well, before I answer your question, let me first say that sorry for bringing it to this place. I guess this is just where I'm in my mind. I hope this isn't too dark, or I haven't dragged this into some dark area. But
No.
it's got to be talked about. What am I talking about? See, this is anxiety coming out. You can hear it in my voice. I'm already questioning myself. To answer your question, that therapist is a piece of shit who should probably kill themselves. That's coming from a guy who has suicidal tendencies. I fucking hate that shit. And the mental health community, specifically on the East Coast, is garbage. And, of course, within the center of the country, or the flyover states, which contains the flyover people, are also garbage, because no one cares. I used to be on antidepressants, but I stopped taking them because they had awful side effects.
Right.
Specifically, when you forgot to take them, which is a big part of BPD. You have a bad memory, and the antidepressants cause bad memory on top of that. So I forget to take these medications, and then I'd have night terrors, or sleep paralysis where you're having a
Is it like a boner?
100% realistic nightmare.
I get that without even any friggin' medication at all. I had like this friggin' hag grab my face one time. It was really
there you
fucked
go.
up.
Yeah,
That was a dream.
I'm a staunch atheist. I don't believe in God or demons or anything like that, but a fucking night terror will make you think that demons are real, because it like made me question my fucking reality until I finally put it together that, it's this medication that's making me feel horrible. And then I met my beautiful wife, who introduced me to marijuana on a daily basis, and that basically changed, maybe even saved my life. And here I am talking about weed as much as I can, trying to get people to realize that. You know,
maybe that's what I need to do, because I don't.
I'm just regurgitating.
I actually don't smoke, so maybe that's something I got to give a try. The only time.
Maybe. I mean, it's not for everybody. You know, it does affect people differently. Yeah. I'm always in a constant low when it comes down to moods, and then I have to like work to get to a high point. So, like I said, like my brain, the way that BPD often works is just like it's constant negative thoughts just bombarding you all the time. And it's like, I'm not like that. I'm a pretty funny guy, you know, and it brings you down. But the weed slows those thoughts down to a manageable state where maybe you can start being like, no, this is bullshit. Why am I thinking about this stuff? Let me play video games, do something that I actually give a fuck about, rather than sit around and feel bad about myself all day.
Yeah.
You know?
How does that work with stand-up? Like, how does that come into play?
Well, Lately I've been just my wife works at a dispensary, so we get we're daily smokers. We smoke constantly. So lately I've been smoking before getting up on stage. It hasn't been affecting me in any sort of negative way, and stand up itself is, because you mentioned that behavioral therapy, the DMT, or not DMT, the other thing.
DBT, I believe, is dialectical
DBT.
Behavior.
Yeah, you mentioned that. That's basically group therapy, which doesn't work for me. I'm a really weird mix of personalities, because I'm a super sensitive, emotional, cryy, artsy type. You know, what a Republican would call a faggot, basically. I'm one of those guys. I'm super emotional and whatever, but I'm also well-spoken to a point where I can probably confuse other men to trick them to think that I'm very masculine and tough. And I don't remember where I was going with this point, but
the group therapy thing. Oh yeah,
I have a lot of mixed personalities within me that contradict each other. So like masculinity disgusts me, but at the same time I have some of these traditional things within me that just, like, the idea of group therapy makes me want to scream. Like, I would be just angry. Like, it's one of those things that I just don't believe. Like, I don't believe it would work. And I know that it does, but I'm so stubborn in my own thoughts that I'm like, no, there's no fucking way. I know how I am around other people. You're going to sit me in a room full of 8 other people who are exactly like me and expect me not to be fucking angry or upset this whole time? Seems like a nightmare. So stand-up fits perfect for me, because I get up on stage and I say what I want to them, and they have to listen to me, and if they say anything to me, I can tell them to shut the fuck up. And then I can leave, and sometimes I get paid to do it.
Yeah, you don't look like you don't even come across like nervous on stage.
It depends.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. It's one of the few places that I'm comfortable. You know, I'm trying to come out of my shell, basically, and stand-up was the best way for me to do that for some stupid reason. It makes no sense whatsoever. But, I don't know, I've always been kind of a performer / missing a lot of attention in my life because all of our parents were shitty. I think like this entire generation, there's like two branches where it's like either your parents weren't shitty or your parents were. They kind of split off.
Well, you got like those baby boomers, basically, and they raised the Generation Xers, but they also some of them also raised the millennials. So you were either fucked up by the baby boomers, or you were fucked up by your Generation Xer parents who were fucked up by their baby boomer parents.
So are you the best? Are you gonna have kids, Pete, and fix it all?
What I like to say is I was born in '87, so that makes me a millennial. But I'm a Gen Xer because my parents hit me and I like good music.
That's pretty much.
Yeah, I was Gen X.
These millennials, you'd be like, hey, have you ever heard of Soundgarden? They'd be like, that's a wonderful restaurant or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
These kids don't know what's up. I hate my generation so much, and everyone who's after my generation is also fucking trash.
Yeah, what is it now? What generation is out there now?
Like Z or something.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Z.
Yeah. Gen Z, these celebrity worshipping,
Well, Well, you're right.
People that bend on the whim of Kanye West or something.
Yes, the Kanye.
You're actually pretty much the same age as me and Slambo. We were born in '88, and we feel the same way. We don't feel like millennials, man. We look at millennials, and it's like I just don't get it. I feel like the age we were in this transitional period.
Well, we're wires.
We didn't really have. We didn't really have all the technology. Like, we didn't have phones. I didn't have a cell phone until, like, I graduated high school.
Yeah, I was like 18.
You know? Or I didn't have a laptop until I graduated high school. You know?
I didn't have same here, actually. I didn't want one for the longest time. I was like, I don't need one of these fucking things. I can just socialize with people. And then I went insane. And now the internet's been great.
That's
because
all
now
it
I don't
is
actually
now.
have to talk to people face to face. It's perfect. Here, let me break your heart for a second. I think the difference between us and or just like anyone with our general attitudes, because you guys surround yourself with comics, obviously, and funny people, and you guys probably love comedians, I can tell.
Yeah.
You surround yourself by funny people. Are any of you guys, do you guys perform? Do you guys get up on stage and do comedy?
I wanted to. Slambo's wanted to.
I'm thinking about trying it. Yeah, I don't know like how to go about it. Like,
and yeah, well, you do.
Just hit it. It's easy peasy, man. And you can hit me up anytime on like Twitter. I'll tell you how it works. It's not too hard. Just hit an open mic. Just write material, obviously, and then just look up on Facebook. Typically, you can find a local open mic in Jersey. You should have no problem, and you're right by New York, so perfect place for open mics. But let me break your heart for a second. The difference between us and them is there's a new generation of people who have never heard of Mitch Hedberg. You know, there's a new generation of people who've never heard of George Carlin. You know, and they are born into this world, and the closest thing that they know to a comedian is fucking like Cat Williams getting the shit kicked out of him.
I got another really fucked up one. I showed my little sister one of Chris Farley's. Like I showed her and my little cousin, who's like they're both the same age. They're like 19 now.
They had no idea.
I showed them both like a clip of like it was an old like Saturday Night Live skit from Chris Farley.
That's only like 95.
Yeah, they didn't get it at all.
New ones.
they didn't get it at all. Like, they just didn't get it, and I was so angry that they didn't get it.
You should have punched them.
I wanted to.
Oh man, it would be great if Farley was like Tupac and he just like release shit every now and then. And you do a new Farley sketch where he falls through the table. Fucking funny.
I did get my.
I'm surprised that when you showed them that Farley clip, they weren't like, "Is this that new Melissa McCarthy movie? She looks terrible."
No,
she looks better.
No, they have more sense than that. I did get them into Nirvana. I did get them listening to Nirvana, which was
there you go.
An accomplishment.
I've been thinking a lot about I haven't been thinking a lot about Nirvana, but every time Nirvana comes up, I always want to express my shitty opinion on it. I watched both those documentaries, the ones that are like, he was killed by Courtney, and the one that was like, there's no way she killed him. And now I'm totally convinced that she totally didn't kill him, because I'm a big softie for lyricism and like meaning, and I got a big hard-on for words, basically. You know, you just look at Kurt, and you look at his history, and you look at everything that he said and everything that he did, and he flat out was like constantly on camera saying that everything's fine, I'm happy, I just fucking hate the media being up my ass all the time, and my girlfriend is insane. She allegedly, people lump Courtney Love in with people with borderline personality disorder. I just think she's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, she's a total cunt.
But whatever. Even if she was, I mean, she does fit a lot of the cases. But that aside, like, I just look at Kurt and I look at Courtney and I look at those documentaries and everything that we know and what he said about like his own songs and how meaningless they are. They just sounded great. I think he just killed himself. I'm pretty sure he's just a junkie and she's just a junkie and they're both stupid, and she, in the end, like, that was it. And I hate if that sounds insensitive, but like a lot of people surround conspiracy theories around it, and it's like, no. Heroin is just that fucking good. Really, and that's why you don't want to touch that shit.
Yes, exactly.
It really was just the big vice back then. Like
it still is.
In the 80s, it was
around.
In the 80s, it was cocaine, but at least with cocaine, like, you didn't get the amount of like ODs.
Yeah.
If I was alive in those times, I would have been fucking dead from heroin too. Because like, look at all the quiet guys that died of heroin. Didn't Lane Staley from
Lane
fucking
Staley,
Alice in Chains
man.
die of heroin?
Yeah.
Mitch Hedberg, heroin.
Yes.
his buddy. That
all
was
the quiet artsy types were dying back in the days of heroin, and they still are too. Well, actually, not so much. I don't know if the artsy folks are kicking it so much. I'm from New Hampshire, which has an awful heroin epidemic.
We do too, dude. It's rampant down here.
Yeah, this town right here,
on the
Little
East
Egg,
Coast, yeah,
it's the worst.
Yeah, we got meth out here in the great state of Nevada.
Walter White.
Is that what they call meth?
Walter
White?
That's another benefit
No,
to marijuana. Is I'm sure that it could have some sort of benefit towards getting people off fucking heroin. I'm sure that would.
Or it might like kick it up a notch.
Switch joints for needles. You know?
There's literally people that went. There's people now that went straight to the hard shit. That didn't need to skipped over.
I didn't even smoke weed. I went right to to acid.
They're not even letting marijuana become that addictive substance that leads to heroin. They're just going right to the heroin.
Let it start.
That was sarcasm, of course.
It's got to start somewhere.
You got to just wonder.
Got to start somewhere.
Would you do heroin on 100 shows, Lambo?
No. You couldn't pay me enough to do heroin, man.
Oh, no, man. I don't even like needles. Like when I go to get blood or something like that.
I know.
I have to watch. I'm like a freak, too, because I have to watch her put it in my arm, or else I'm uncomfortable. But I also hate it simultaneously, and I end up doing, like, just constant jokes because I'm so nervous the whole time.
Last time I needed blood work, they asked if I was okay. I'm like, no, I'm not okay. It feels like my arm's collapsing.
Needles are the fucking worst, man.
It's disgusting. And I was like, great.
That belongs to me. Yeah. I'm taking it from my body. Please return it.
Right?
Dude, I never even gave blood, man.
Me neither.
Blood. I can't. The thought of it is like...
You got to do it. You got to do it for a couple of reasons. One, it's a really good thing, and it's really easy to do. And anytime that you see like a give blood sign, if you got like an hour, just go do it. It takes like a second. And you'll feel like a superhero too. Everyone like sucks your dick while you're there. It's great. They're all like, "Oh, you're so amazing," unless you have tattoos or you're gay, and then they don't give a fuck about you. But you got to go, if not for just being a good person and cookies, but you got to go for the survey. The survey is worth it because you sit down with a person that you've never met in your entire life and they start asking you questions like, have you ever been in Africa, and did you ever fuck a guy in Africa in 1975 or prior to 1975? And they ask you really detailed, graphic questions like that. Makes it all worth it to sit there, especially since they have to respond to you, so you can just respond with whatever, So it's, that alone is worth it. You got to tell him yes. Talks about it. I think it might be like Eugene Merman who talks about something like that, but he's got a really funny joke about that. Just act offended with every question that they throw at you at the blood drive.
Nice, dude. Nice. Ryan, we have to wrap this up, dude, but where can everybody find you?
Everyone can find me at highryan.com. That's high as in marijuana, H-I-G-H. Ryan.com, and you can find me on Twitter at RyanBComedy.
Awesome, dude.
Thank you so much, guys, for letting me talk my fucking head off.
Dude, no problem, it was great, man. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Good luck with that next guy. I hope he's funny.
So do we.
I hope he's listening, too. Let's give you a little pressure. Be funny, motherfucker. You're
right.
After me. You're headlining. All right, guys. See ya.
See you, Ryan. Love you, dude.
Bye.
Later, bro.